Hi everyone. Sorry. Huge apologies for that first attempt at streaming. Hopefully this time it's working, and I know exactly what it was, but hopefully there's no problems. You can hear coughing, you can hear dogs barking, all those kind of things. So I know exactly what it was. It was a case of me setting up the software for something completely different, and then having to reset it up for the stream. So hopefully that's all sorted, and we can get on with casting. So hello everyone. Now that the mumbles are over and I know what I'm doing. Do you know what? There's a bit of drama in it. So I've decided to pretty much hand the story over to you guys. Poor old Masha put some pressure on her last week, and Julie. This idea of having a list of quests that I've got, and not knowing whether Kathra wants to, because she's indecisive herself, whether she wants to go to the Greybeards, which I think is somewhere over here, or whether she tries to work out the puzzle.
You've got a fine steady here.
Oh, thanks, Lydia. Let's see here. I can just actually click on the right things. That would help, wouldn't it? If she can actually solve what this means. Yeah, exactly, Mashi. So much pressure. A fragment of your past lies within the pages of Rain's hand. Look for Amalexia's arrival. Now, Kathra has had 2 weeks. Well, the writer has had 2 weeks to think about, when do I do this? You know, do I go now? Do I ever go? She doesn't think she's dragonborn. She thinks she's dragon made, and that there's something in her that was put in there, and she feels she wasn't born with this. She feels she had it placed in her. So, you two, when do you two have these kind of conversations? That's what I want to know. Mashi and Julie. Okay, Mashi, hit me with it. What am I doing this evening? Apart from cocking up the sound and the storytelling. I'll tell you what, while you're thinking about it, I'm going to go down to the Guardian Stones and wait there. I think that's a good place to wait to find out. I think I might have to. I know I can't get there now, but I might have to go to a town and buy another horse as well. Followed by reindeer. Let's have a look where we are. Whoa! Blind Cliff Cave. Right. Okay. So, if anyone's watching that hasn't got a clue what's going on, because I can see there's potentially 5 people in this stream, unless it's me on 2 machines, which would be quite funny. But in this note that I found, my character is trying to work out a fragment of her past, and this isn't it, is it? This isn't the note. There was another note. Let's see if I can find it. I wrote it down, I remember. Okay, let's have a look. If I can't find it here, I'll read it out because I have a note. Kathra's first fragment. It sounds pretty darn good to me. So, Kathra, to the north of the city of blood and silver lies a cave that cannot see. That would Blind Cliff Cave would make a lot of sense. In there, a woman of fire and feather has woven a splinter of your past into her nest. So, the City of Blood and Silver then. Blind Cave. So I'm going to pretend that Lydia knows where that is, but I think we're saying we need to head around here. Let's have a look. See, I've never found anywhere called or heard of Blind Cliff Cave. So, Blind Cliff Cave even. So, thank you, Mashi. I think what I'll do is, while I kind of run over, you're going to tell Kathra, one of the characters is going to tell Kathra why this is the area that they need to go. How else do you know about this city of blood and silver? Why is it called that? And I could start by heading in the right direction, right? Okay. Yeah, thanks, Zoe. It's, those watching, I think it's just us, but the idea of writing notes or elements and putting them into the game to help with the story of Kathra is really appealing. But a bit stressy, because I want to get away from the stressiness and just enjoy it, really. So, Mashi, Blind Cliff Cave, and a note said something along the lines of, if you pull it open again. I'll get used to these controls. It's my fault for not being on more often. To the north of the City of Blood and Silver. So that's what I want to know. Where is the City of Blood and Silver? Now it's sounding like 80s nightmare games at the moment. Let's have a look. How am I going to get over there? As a player, I genuinely don't know. So this is going to be interesting. And then, of course, Mashi. Okay, so Lydia telling me, I feel so bad for the others that I've got to run. Lydia telling me that Markarth is the City of Blood and Silver. So, how has this worked out is the next question. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't get into trouble, into any trouble at the moment. Let's keep going. Is that the Drunken Chaos Evening? That's the Night to Remember quest, isn't it? Let's have a go. And I'm sure I've got something to do with the broker. I think I'm taking a really long, convoluted route here. Never mind. So Blood and Silver and Markarth, I take it that's because I get to say this in some slight ignorance, as Kathra doesn't know why she should know that that's Markarth, and she took notes on Markarth actually ages ago when she read the book on the cities of Skyrim. Let's see if I can find it. Those were the days. That was like on day 5 or something. That was quite impressive. The Rift, East March. Do you know, I can't find anything in my notes on Markarth. Impregnable, dangerous, the Reach. It's part of the Reach, that's all I've got. Well, you know, that does mean, Julie, that you're laughing, but that does mean you're Raya. I can remember just saying it off the cuff at the end of the last cast and thinking, this could be like very uncomfortable for people I've not met, saying, oh, you're this person and you're that person. And then of course there's the whole pressure now of ensuring that Lydia and Rhea really don't die. Whoa, okay. Ungvar the singer. Okay, well, Lydia, you know, your past is your past, and you've only just come into my service, so the last thing I want to do is start prying into how you know this person. Let's find out what this person's doing here alone. Let's hope it's an ambush.
Greetings, sister. You look weary. I have something to help you relax if you're interested.
I hope this isn't skooma. There we go.
Sweetest moon sugar at a fair price, of course.
No, not Barbas. Just no
Each has
thanks.
their own way.
Exactly, they really do. Okay, let's get going. It's getting dark as well. If I remember, the last time I came this way, past Half Moon Hill, I got attacked by a wizard and really had to scarp it because he was quite powerful. I couldn't take him. So, heading towards Markarth and reading what you said about Ungvar the Singer, I now want to find Ungvar the Singer very much. So, let's have a look. I've got the Missive from Garvey, Hall of the Dead, speak to Rarek. I remember the last time I went there, I didn't want to come back because I encountered...
That takes care of that.
They obviously had some sort of fight. I encountered a Daedric Lord who wanted me to bring a sacrifice down there, and then I had to kill someone in the house and just didn't want to do that again. Hang on, what's going on here? This is a skirmish. This is very difficult as a player character because... Oh well, no it's not anymore. I was about to say, because I'm not part of this war yet, and... Well, thanks Mashi, or Lydia. The tone of knowing him, he's probably in the inn, sounds a little bit, you know, sardonic. I wonder if this past is something that Kathra's better off not knowing. The lights are beautiful here. I can't help thinking the whole while I'm here, I go and find this copy of the Invocation of Azura, because if we, without losing my horse, let's have a look. Otherwise that's a long walk, isn't it?
Hello?
Whoa.
You! Over here, please. I need help.
Okay, looks like I'm doing it.
I'm not sure I'll make my own.
Okay, I'm just going to save at this point. But Kathra feels that...
Please. I'm not sure I'll make it on my own.
Look. Folder.
Thank Kinnereth for you, stranger. I'd almost given up hope of walking away from here.
Who are you?
James Valder. I hunt out of Falkreath. We tracked a bear to this den. Good coin for those pelts. We had the big sow cornered when they showed up. 3 of them, out of nowhere. Spriggans.
Ah.
Niels went down before we even knew to run. Ari died just inside. I never even thought the things were real. I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is, I'm not going anywhere like this. Hurts to breathe.
I should say those watching, I'm not laughing at poor old Valder, I'm laughing at the conversation between the 2 people that have joined me on this quest behind, who are obviously just having some sort of conversation while I'm trying to heal this poor person. So I may know a spell that could work.
Please hurry.
Okay, so I think I've got wild magic actually, wild healing.
My thanks. I feel better.
No. I can't heal him. Okay, let's try again. I think it'll only heal me, won't it? Alright, let's talk to him again.
I may have lost a drop or 2 of blood. Truth is,
That is true.
going anywhere
You
like
do
this.
have to carry my burdens.
hurts to breathe.
Okay, I may have a
I just
potion
need a
spare.
little to get going.
There we go. And I drank some
Much better.
beer.
Thanks, friend. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without that. But now what? I can't just walk away, not with my friends' bodies in there being torn apart by those beasts.
That's true. Do you know what? A part of me, I understand, let me help you, and don't be foolish, I'll do it. A part of me thinks the last time I took... Ugh. Do I think that? Does my character think that? I'm thinking the last time I took a man into a dungeon, he died. And maybe I'd feel better with him making it, but then it's his choice and he wants to go in, so maybe it would be a bit ignorant of me to say he's not going to survive. Let me help you.
You'd do that for a stranger? I don't know what to say. Lead on, I suppose.
Okay. So, let's get some spells ready. That one being a good one. And if we get my staff, I think it's 5 and 3. Yes, okay, let's go. The old side quests, I don't know if, oh, crikey. Right, we all mean business then. There. This is Spriggan.
Is someone there?
There's one of the people, Ari. Okay. Don't really want to take anything off her. There's the bear. And he wanted them, so I won't take them off him either. I feel quite bad actually that we've come in here. This isn't really our place. To be. There. I didn't even see that there.
Good last, a mindless cretin.
Oh. Okay, let's have a look around. There's some coins here.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Wow. There's someone else that's been torn apart. Niels. Wow. You know, I don't think I've been in here as a player. It's these moments, I think, that when Kathra is pulled aside from where she wants to go, her direction, that she sometimes ultimately finds out who she is. I'm sure he said there was more than one Spriggan.
What was that?
There. Okay. Did he say 3 Spriggans? There's only one way we're going to find out, right? I don't know much about Spriggans actually, whether they have an alignment of any sort, whether it's to the wild, to their world. Whoa! That was fascinating.
It's done then. Justice, if you can call it that. Look, I want you to have this. I know it isn't much, but it's important to me. Ari gave me this dagger when we first started hunting together. I always said it brought her luck. You should be the one to carry it now. I'll give him a proper burial, then head back.
A spy chest.
Come find me if you're ever in Falkreath. You'll always be welcome at my door.
Thank you, Valdo. It's nice to know I helped someone from that area. Since I am a Thane.
What's on your mind?
The chest is on my mind, to be honest. Let's go and have a look. Is there anything else around? I think. Aha, the invocation of Azure, of course. There's Azura. I'm about to look in it. Back to Urag. I'll leave them. Okay. Let's have a look down here. The river's edge. This is quite a beautiful cave, actually. Is there anything over there? I hope the game isn't too blurry for people. I don't know what the streaming quality is like. I did say that in November I would look at trying to get a new account subscription service in terms of internet provision, which was of a better standard. I think Virgin were offering a better one than Sky. Let's have a look. Some gold in here. Fantastic. Just going to check what the weather's like in here. Okay. That's quite beautiful, isn't it? Tree out. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. I think my character is going to put down a tent. That was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? Let's try that again without being daft.
Yes, my thing?
Try that again. I did want it near the waterfall, but there we go. I don't think, just going to check in a moment, I don't think I need there we go. I don't think I'm warm, which is the first in a really long time. Did I just cancel the creating? Didn't I? Pack up. Let's try that again. Apologies. I do think we all need a nap, so let's try that again. Place here. So I'm hoping, you know, as we're all gathered around kind of eating a little bit, that Lydia's going to tell me some of these stories about Ungvar the singer, because I've decided that's enough. Spring spa. Could set up shop. Ah, look. An adventurer. Those touches are wonderful, aren't they? Don't think there's anything else in here. Someone was here long ago. It's nice that everyone's decided to show me. Ah, it just won't load it properly. Okay. So I'll sleep for about 8 hours, I think. The last thing I wanted is my companions thinking about leaving me, setting up some sort of spa, honestly. Let's have a go. So pack up, and this time let's have something to eat. I do need water, and now I'm cold. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's go out. She's got to this point, hasn't she, in terms of being hardcore, where, you know, she's making choices. She has to be hardcore to deal with all these Daedra that are kind of bothering her life at the moment. And dragons, of course. Oh, Masha, I didn't give you anything to carry in there. That's it. That's a good thing. I'm now being conscientious. Okay. So have a look. Certainly Urog's going to be very happy with me that I've brought something. Well, as happy as Urog can be that I've brought something. Investigate the cryptic message. If we remember, kind of really early on, once I'd got out of Windhelm and managed to kind of make my way to the college, this is what I wanted to do, these missing college apprentices. And something that I picked up was the book, whose name I've forgotten, Manimarco, that's it, the Manimarco book. And I know, as a character, Kathra knows that something of her past is in that book, even though she hasn't read it. There's something in there, and I don't know what it is, but I'm really interested to find out. Okay, so we're going to carry on. Gosh, there was a lot of blood, wasn't there? I hope he's made it out. The blurriness there was a little bit worrying. Let's have a look what my active effects are like. Very cold. Why am I very cold? Okay. Let's hope the day warms up. I've certainly got on the things that I need to have on. And I don't really want to start the day by making a fire. Maybe that place just gets cold at night. Make sure I'm heading in the right direction. In fact, why don't we place a marker there so I've got some direction. I am getting blurred.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
I wouldn't say either of those things, so I'm tubbing out. Oh, and there's someone here too. Maik the Liar. I haven't seen. Last time I saw him was in Windhelm, I thought. He does well for himself travelling around. Just going to enjoy that view. It's a pity you can't quite see it enough on a horse, but the clouds grazing the mountaintops there is just absolutely stunning. Kathra is happy to be alive, although she has far too many questions to ask. Doesn't know if they'll ever be answered. Okay, let's keep going. There's a saber-tooth. I would normally ignore these things, but I've had such trouble with them at the moment.
Victory. Death wish?
Ah, okay. Charge with the command subject. Okay, I think I need to get my enchanting up really to ensure that I'm better at that. Don't know how I'm going to do that. Now, did all that exercise, the limited all that exercise, get me any colder? Yes, fantastic. I'm warming, heating up, warming up even. Alright, let's carry on. What's nice is, while I'm kind of making my way to this next area, in fact I wanted to go here, I saw something over here.
We've managed to accomplish.
This is usually the rim somewhere, isn't it? This is like a dolmen, a cromlech. I'm sure this is a sign that we're beneath something important. Let's have a look. Here. No, it's not. It's nowhere near. Oh, there's the monument. Juka's monument. I've had bad experiences of fighting saber-tooths actually, Zoe. I think I could probably still be heard, right? I wouldn't dare even suggest that it's the followers kind of stuff. Can you imagine? That'd be appalling. Of course, the magical stuff. Of course. The thought of it being anything else is just utterly shocking. All right, we're back in. We're by blood. Let's try that again. I could have been saying anything, couldn't I? It's like about a minute ago I thought, oh, it's that. Right, let's go meet this saber-tooth and let's not have a conversation with anyone that we shouldn't be having conversations with. The liar, still standing, rather than lying. And hopefully we've got a saber-tooth waiting for us at the bottom. If it cuts off again, we won't worry about it, but I'll stop the cast and then have a look at what's going on. Oh, we've got no encounter this time. Oh, phew. I thought that was quite impressive for Lydia to be straddling nothing. Oh, no. There she is. Well, I'm glad you say that, Zoe, and not me, because, I mean, you know, I want to know, Mashi, actually, while we're waiting, I'd love to know how you worked it out.
Is someone there?
The whole blind man's cliff. Oh, crikey. My followers are pretty scary. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. Get back to the... Lydia does look like she means business, doesn't she? There was a mod as well, I don't know if I don't think it's on mine, whereby the height thing was sorted. Can you see how I seem really short?
Yes, my thing.
Compared to Lydia. Raya, not so much. She's about my height, but I should be looking down at her, not in a kind of controlling kind of way. Anyway, let's go. The thing I was going to say, I spoke to Zoe about it, but it's quite good, is I see Bruma is now on Bethesda.net as well. I don't know if Mashi, Julie, Zoe, any of you have played the Bruma extension, but I was thinking of putting that in, or do you think I should wait a bit before glitches are ironed out? Right, let's save anyway, while I put that there. And before it gets any... Ah, that's just a fine knowledge of the game then, isn't it? Let's find out who these people are. They all look like mages. We should be companions then.
We are creatures of the desert. The north wind chills us to the
Gotta
bones.
admire their courage. Doing something like that with
I'm
dragons
curious
on
about your
the
home.
A reed
This is
hail
true.
from a distant land called Elsewhere, bordered on the north by Cyrodiil, and the south by the glistening blue waters of the sea. Elsewhere is an arid land of deserts and rocky canyons, where the sun shines warmly, always. There are cities so ancient, the sands have swallowed them whole. But now I will say no more, for I miss my home greatly.
I really feel for Risad. I don't miss my home because I don't know it, but I have a longing, definitely, of some kind. Why sell your goods
An
in Skyrim?
astute question, for we are far from home, and this is a cold, hard land. The wise trader finds the best opportunities, even if he must travel far to find them. Skyrim is a ripe opportunity indeed. The dragons and the war have scared many other traders away, but for those with courage, there is much profit to be made.
And what have you
Take
got
a
for
look.
sale, Risad? Let's see what I can buy for you or offer you. Let's buy these soul gems, shall we? Moon sugar sounds interesting. got some water. Okay.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
This one needs something for that price. Sure.
I think if you remember
That you will come to do business with us
when
again.
Kathra kind of first started off, the Khajiit were quite nice to her, and she also felt there was a strong sense of segregation. She's
Yes, my thing?
she's not forgotten that, so she does want to support these people that seem kind of segregated from the rest of the people around here. Do I go in there? No. This is obviously the way in, isn't it? I think I'm going to miss that out, and I'm just going to carry along the path. Yeah, and I think, Zoe, I don't know... I suppose Kathra would wait till something draws her to bring one out. That's true, Julie, although... Oh, there's been an accident here, look. Horse has been slayed. Oh, that's really upsetting. Huh. Every time there's an overturned cart, Kathra can't help but feeling that this reminds her of her own start. Wow, that is an Khajiit that's been killed. Dancing Fire. That was one of the first books I read. Is this another sign? It's a trap. Bandits, right? Doesn't have to be, but does make you think whether he's being raided or not. And if that's the case, then Kathra might actually be tempted to do something about that. Let's have a look. I think, yeah, Kathra's pretty angry at that. That reminds her so much of her own start. This Khajiit. And it was a Khajiit, of course, that was there when she first started out. Why am I not taking the horses? When she first started out. Let's go back. I'm hoping that horse will come with us eventually. I didn't intend to do this. I intended to go all the way, but just that little moment that they've put in has made me think there's something I should do about it. Why is that? I thought I'd charged that. Did not charge it. Let's have a go again. Oh, it was before, wasn't it? Obviously. I shouldn't. I think I'm doing that wrong, aren't I? This is why she needs to read about the greatest old gems, because Kathra's putting the largest one in, and if that just made me think. I don't know enough about Bruma to do anything. I could read, and why are these two tired? I thought they'd slept. I could read and then see if there's a connection, or whether I keep it now for just unravelling this first part and take it from there. I've still not even done the other huge place that's been added in. Folkstar, is it? I know Julie probably knows it really well. Well, okay, straight away. Let's combat. Where are they fighting? What on earth? I can't work out what... Oh, is he hunting? I'm not even allowed to talk to him. He's obviously spotted something I haven't. Okay, so there's a hunter's camp here. Let's work out where we are. I've still got a long way to go. I think I'm going to walk the rest though. Here. Wolves. That's it. Maybe that's what the hunter was looking for. I'm obviously not going to steal. I'm just fascinated by how much work they've put into this. And hunters come back. It must have been wolves. Okay. Let's have a look. So it looks like I go further up and then go round. Doesn't look like it's that way, does it? No, it's still up to follow the path. Yes, possibly, Julie. Although she's not drawn to, it's not part of her story, so to speak. So, I guess the Bruma Khajiit link, yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. Food, let's drink some water. She does feel for them though, she kind of understands this, or she's got a sense that she understands this sense of being one, not a part of the people around them, although she's very fortunate that she's welcomed. Here we go. Okay. So look, is it a Bile Gulch mine? And this is the bandit leader, right? So I wonder who this is even for. Yes, that's right, Julie Falkstar, which as a player I've never played as well. So the idea of doing that is really exciting. I'm hoping I've got everyone with me. Yeah, okay. So we know this place is overrun by bandits. Apart from mining the place, what else would... Gonna have to go in, aren't I? There. No.
Come on! Come on!
Let's go up. If I've got the fireballs, the best thing I can do is gain advantage of space. I've got no idea where they've gone. There. Okay, let's go. You two are at it. You've gone. And everyone's using bows. Lydia, no offense, but it looks like you were aiming at a wall there. Wow. Where are the others? Was that it? Looks like it. I've got a feeling that Ray is not here though. Oh, Masha, that's great to know, thank you. Yeah, that's right. There's something about the sky in that valley. That there is a connection. Okay. Brilliant, everyone's here. Let's... Where was that from? Not a drum. I don't know. I can hear the music of a fight happening, but I can't see anything. Whoa. I've got zero idea where the dog's gone, but it's obviously fighting someone. Couldn't have gone in the mine, could he? Right. You'll have to make do with all this dramatic music while we search the rest of the place and see if we can find out. Did I see? Yeah. What on earth has gone on there? So somehow the dog is inside Barbos, yeah. Thank you. I love the fact that Kathra's, that is kind of the epitome of what Kathra wants to be strong enough to do, so to kind of defy a Daedric prince and not give him back something that he's clearly not valuing, but to show him what it's like to be valued is quite a nice message. Okay. Well, dogs are clearly a woman's best friend too. Ah, here he is. Fantastic. Barbas, I thank you. I don't know what you did or how you did it, but I'm grateful that you did. Oh, this is why I don't play platform games, people. I couldn't do that, Barbas. Barbas has saved me so many times. It's as has Rhea and now Lydia, but Barbas was there so early on, and it was the best thing that Kathra did, really. That making that choice, that was a really interesting thing actually. As a player, that defiance. I don't think I'm gonna crouch in this one. These all of us together, I feel so empowered that I don't think I'm going to be able to unlock this, am I? Wow. Got to stop saying things like that, really, haven't I? In fact, I'd go so far as to say that okay. I need my stuff. I usually run away when it gets to a point where someone's got... Oh, sorry, Rhea.
That your best?
Wow. This is just turning out to be an incredible game. I've never had this much fun. Right. Lydia.
I'm right behind you.
I need to trade some things with you.
I'm at your service.
And let's have a look. There. And give that over. Brilliant.
Is there anything else you need?
Right, it appears I haven't given you one. I can only apologise. I thought I had. That also is true, Julie. Yeah, barking dogs are a little bit of a giveaway, aren't they? You don't usually find them down mines. And then let's do the firebolt. There we go.
Bandits are cowards.
I'm pretty sure that was you, Lydia. Right. I thought it said the key. Was it? Is this all there is here? Does it appear to be, doesn't it? I think that way. Okay. Oh, I wonder if it was the chest. No, let's go. And I think we should always just take some mead. Be wrong not to. Okay, so gonna head on. Mashi, Julie, Zoe, this is kind of the most viewers that we've had in one sitting, which is great. Those people watching maybe for the first time, this is kind of a different way of trying to play the game in a different way, in that gradually, it started off as me telling a story, but somehow it's been involved in people who are watching also being part of telling the story too, which is really fun, and has made me want to come back a lot more. So we came here to avenge the poor Khajiit that we'd found on the roadside, and I like that Kathra's got this kind of growing tenacity and inner resolve in her to do these kind of things, whereas for the first 20 days of her time here she spent more time having to really pick her battles, and her battles really were minimal. She would try to find as little as possible because she was just too unable to kind of compete against those that were there. Right, I'm sure this is going to be one of those embarrassing moments when I've lost our horses again. Aha, there they are, look. Wonderful. Just to say that the cast will probably only last another 5 to 10 minutes. Let's speak to this hunter.
It's not like my poaching is hurting anyone. The Jarl can hardly eat every deer now, can he?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I might agree with him. Yeah, Zoe, that is true. She has chopped a lot of wood, and I'm so glad that for using those kind of survival mods, because it made the game much better for it, I think. Alright. Let's save again. 188 saves or something crazy like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't the fact that I want to know what these people are doing. The hunters, okay. There's a lot of hunters around. Sounds so awful, doesn't it? But I was thinking...
This should be good.
Yeah, and I think, Julie, that whole... oh, that was interesting. Was that Lydia wanting to have a fight, or Rhea wanting to have a fight? There's a lot of people here too, Stormcloaks. Made it! Huh! That's fantastic. You got away. Maybe they're like me and just starting. Look at that, that's incredible, isn't it? The kind of clouds within the mountains there. And I looked at it, I thought, I hope you're moving, just to kind of add to that sense of reality. And of course they are. That is just absolutely stunning.
That takes care of that.
Mental note to buy a horse. So, I think I was saying earlier on that I've got on a double page kind of spread in front of me in this little kind of notebook. That's quite a big one. All the elements that are slowly going into building Kathra's story, and they come through just playing the game, and at the moment it's separated into 4 segments. Whoa. Hopefully they'll deal with it. No, 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 it's just going to be there. And the 4 segments at the moment are... That usually means there'll be another wolf, right? Dragons and magic and the Daedra and Skyrim itself. So they're the 4 elements that are going into building up Kathra as a character. And I don't want to tell you what I've written down too much at the moment because I'm still...
What we've managed to accomplish.
That's very true. It is amazing what we've managed to accomplish, actually. Yeah, that might be a nice thing to end up with. Okay, so I just want to see if that's a mine, and maybe talk to this old adventurer. But I might...
Smell that fresh air? Truly, this is a good place to play a song.
Now Lydia, this isn't someone else that you know, is it? I don't know if you've got a thing for bards.
Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude.
It's quite funny because that was the first place I was meant to go to. What are you doing
Why,
out here?
to perform for my common man, of course. Why should only the courts and inns of wealthy towns be given the gift of music?
I agree. I think what I'm going to do is kind of close at this point. Kathra's hungry. She wants to find out what was around that corner. And it might be nice to go out with a song. Oh, thanks, Zoe. My horse generally does do that. So we'll end with a song. I'll also end with saying that along with Kathra, there's a new game that I've picked up, which involves Vikings and loss and worry. Let me kind of just tab out and find it for a moment. It's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, and I was thinking about playing that and streaming that too. I played like the first 5 minutes and it's really emotionally extremely powerful, so there wouldn't be storytelling involved in that one. It would just be you walking through the game with me. I'm very happy to say yay or nay, but Kathra's back. I've enjoyed her so much and the workload has calmed down
You're
enough.
a generous fellow
So,
traveler. But of course, what would you like to hear?
let's have a look. Maybe I can lose something about this. Definitely not the Dragonborn comes, because I don't think I am Dragonborn. So let's have the Age of Aggression.
Only true Imperials request that one. We
Let me know if you
to
have
our
anything you
youth.
need.
Today is come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Sharing this with
We'll drive
Still
out
here.
the storm cloaks.
Barbas and
for
Lydia.
what we own. With our blood and our steel, we'll
Rhea.
take back our home.
It's lovely. So thank you all for watching this cast. I think what I'm going to do is call it a night. And remember what I said about thinking about a different cast at the same time. And thank you so much. I'm so glad that there's the horse. There's the horse, people. Laugh no longer. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for watching, and I'll cast again very, very, very soon. And thank you so much for giving up your time to watch. Take care everyone.